I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from Shiny Pretty Gothic, book 3 in the Do the Wrong Thing series. Previously in Shiny Pretty Gothic, Ava went on a date with Matt, but it was nothing like she'd imagined it'd be. Then she met an attractive stoner at a party with Michelle's uncool hippie friends. This is a continuation of a chapter called The Supply Closet. It's chapter 12. Edward's apartment in my old neighborhood, small, cramped, and though I've been in much dirtier places, it still has that feeling like maybe the saggy brown couch only gets vacuumed twice a year when his mom comes over. An alcove contains a waterbed. I'm offended and flattered by the sign above it. No dogs allowed. I consider Edward beneath me, yet I'm flattered that I'm good enough for his waterbed. Edward is slim, wide-shouldered, nice cock. Not that I'm aware of penises, but I do have subconscious knowledge. I mean, women are conscious of male anatomy, even if we pretend we're not. We don't try to see what a guy's dick looks like or even consider its appearance important, yet we are aware of them. Does that make sense? Part of a package, a handsome, well-formed male is going to have a handsome, well-formed dick that gives a better orgasm. Wait. Edward is uncircumcised. In my mind, his cock is nice, larger than average, though not monstrous, and has no foreskin. But it does have a foreskin. Ignore everything I just said. I didn't realize waterbeds had a benefit other than being at one time fashionable. The water adds rhythm during sex, and for sleeping, it's like being on a boat. I've never slept on a boat, but I can imagine it from sleeping on Edward's waterbed. Rocking sounds of water lapping inside. Why are water sounds so soothing? Does amniotic fluid lap within a woman's womb? I ask Edward about the no dogs allowed sign. He laughs. I found it somewhere, and, dogs have claws, and this is a waterbed. He says it as if he thinks I'm stupid, as if I couldn't make the connection between dog claws and waterbeds. But dog also means unattractive woman, I say. He looks at me. His big blue sparkling eyes widen and he starts to laugh. Oh, I never thought about that. A week later, we go see Little Shop of Horrors, a comedy film about a flower shop owner who has a plant that eats people. I love it. Filled with joy as I sit in the theater with Edward, and later as he leans over me on the bus singing some of the songs while we relive our favorite scenes, I'm in a bubble again. As long as Edward is looking at me, eyes filled with joy, and considering the amount of pot he smokes, that too, I don't have to see or feel the cold stares of others or the chill and gray of the day. Once you get past prejudices, there's always a free time and space where you can enjoy what you've chosen to move past. Prejudices return, but while they're gone, other things can take hold. If you're lucky, the new things will flourish, take up all the space, and the prejudices won't be able to grow back. This happens with Edward, though marijuana isn't the thing I'm looking for to replace my prejudice against shitty clothes, and that's a big part of what he's offering. Edward and I have discovered this brilliantly funny and uplifting movie. That's what I think regarding Little Shop of Horrors. In reality, it's merely one of the first mainstream movies I've watched in over a year. I equate musicals with the sound of music and Christian family values fare. But a new genre to me is not new to the world, and sure, I'm over a prejudice against silly, funny movies, so there is that. I have grown. Sex is no longer the boogeyman, the act that will destroy or kill me, leave me broken. I can handle it. Maybe I can even let in love. Maybe I have no choice. With Edward, it's not a lot of love. I've still got the armoire behind the door so no one can bust in without my say-so. And honestly, why shouldn't I have the say-so of who gets in? Michelle and Alan can't believe I'm dating Edward. He's uncultured, uncivilized. What exactly is it about him? Oh, they think he's sexist. It's true that there's a swagger and a confidence about him. He's a musician or a wannabe musician, mainly a pothead. Much too soon, I'm at a posh Ruley's row house, all dark wood inside, shaking Edward's father's hand while his mom looks on. A beautiful place, characteristic. I mean, Edward's dad is dean of St. Martin's, a prestigious private boys' school, and his mom is an English teacher there. Their house reeks of tradition and stateliness while not being extravagant. Dark leather couches instead of Louis XIV settees, you know? There's a fantastic sunken library right off the dining room. You step down a couple of stairs and you're surrounded by books from the floor to the extra tall ceiling. The bookcases have a ladder attached to a railing around the tops. One comfy chair and a small table sit off to the side near a window. One chair only. My dream library. Edward's dad smiles with a hard glint in his eye. Tall and burly, with a perfectly manicured beard and mustache, he wears a burgundy sweater over a patterned shirt with gray dress pants. Edward's mom is, well, his counterpart. Tall, not fat, but not thin, pink cheeks and short brown hair. She wears a white floral patterned dress. Her eyes contain the same steely glint. My mom's eyes have that too. Theo, Edward's older brother, looks like Edward's twin, but their personal styling couldn't be more different if they tried. They probably have tried. Scratch that, Edward has probably tried. Theo wears a crisp white dress shirt, black, sharply pleated dress pants, and shiny black shoes. His hair is short. Stock trader. He has the same wide open with excitement eyes as Edward. I mean, Edward's eyes look that way even when he's not excited, though I think it makes him excited too because people assume he's excited. So he is. Right now, Theo is excited. Remember Jared, the son of British Telecom's vice president, who was in my strategy class at Oxford, the one who offered me a job my first year at Oxford? Theo glances over at me. Well, he's the one that got me the meeting with Alan Leblanc Bombardier, because his dad went to Oxford with Leblanc, who also went to Oxford on scholarship like me. He glances at me again. That's great, son. Edward's father beams in a self-satisfied way, eyes sending out sparks like flint against stone. We're so proud of you, his mom enthuses. It gets even better, Theo continues. Leblanc went to St. Martin's. Leblanc was so excited about the son of the dean of St. Martin's, another Rulesian who went to Oxford on scholarship, that he said he had to meet me. Edward's dad chuckles and stands taller. And guess how I met Rupert Murdoch? Theo, Edward's dad, and his mom all look over at me. I guess I'm supposed to know who this is. I smile, widen my eyes, and say, wow. I was at the yacht club. Theo goes on and on about the people he's met and how impressed they've been with him. Business, management, drop name, drop term, drop association. Theo, I gather, is the good son, while Edward is the errant one that disappoints. We eat roast beef and potatoes. Edward's arm around me warm, I snuggle in. Beyond the elaborately patterned Indian cotton sheets Rick has draped over the pipes to separate my bedroom from the rest of the party, the girl who looks like me but younger dances. It hurts to know she's there, smiling and happy in the knowledge of her power, her youth. I saw how Edward looked at her. Rick, Michelle's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, and Neil like to throw parties at our warehouse. Mushrooms are incredible, though. I shouldn't have been afraid. Another party. Rick, Neil, Bradley, and Auden like to throw parties at our warehouse. The young girl who looks like me is here again, so I talk to her, try to figure her out. She's confident. I think she looks down on me, even though, aside from her 5 years on me, I'm better looking and more stylish. I was right about the way Edward looked at her. She knows she can get him if she wants.